going on, everyone? So the Los Angeles Lakers got a huge and much needed win against the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is now the second time that the Lakers have handled business against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They won 112 to 105, moved to 20-21 at the midway point. We are midway through the season. Not the best circumstances in which we thought the Lakers would be in. We thought the Lakers would be in a much better situation. But this is a good game that hopefully, right, will be a building block going forward. I would love to see the Lakers rattle off a bunch of wins and we come on here and be like, yeah, Lakers are back. Let's get it. Let's go. Unfortunately, I just don't buy it, right? Because the problem with the Lakers this year is the Lakers played incredible this game. There was some bad, right? Definitely some bad. Giving up too many offensive rebounds. They give up 13 offensive boards and then also 17 turnovers. That's a big problem. They got to cut that out. They got to make sure that they're not, that they're taking care of the basketball, right? But outside of that, everything else was great. Even the free throws, 16 of 18, solid. They shot 33% from three, which is good for them. It's not great, but they only took 24 attempts. Basically had their way with the Thunder all game. Played with energy, played with effort, start to finish, shot 52% from the field, 30 assists. Every time that they get over 30 assists, they win. You get multiple guys in double figures. You had 6 guys in double figures. These are the kind of games that the Lakers, if they played this regularly, they're going to win a lot more games than they're going to lose. And this looked like the team that, hey, they could win a championship, right? But the problem is again, this is a game that is an outlier more than a commonality, right? It's like, can the Lakers consistently put up this effort? But there were some nice things that I thought were very interesting in this game. And hopefully it's something that they can use to go forward, right? Starting Taurean Prince over Jared Vanderbilt, it's a real question mark, right? Taurean Prince, don't get me wrong, he's been Mr. Consistent for the Lakers for the most part. He had a rough game this game, but I'm not going to get too much on Taurean Prince because he's been very good for the Lakers all season long. He's been one of our more consistent guys as far as just shooting the basketball. But if you're going to go with D'Lo and you're going to go with Reeves, you would think that you'd want to go and go with Jared Vanderbilt, start the starting five that got you to the conference finals this past season. Also, you're going up against the best defensive team as far as shooting percentage goes, an athletic backcourt, right? How would Reeves and D'Lo show up? And they showed up. DAngelo Russell put on an absolute clinic this game. Seriously, he put on an absolute clinic, but he was allowed to play the point guard. I've talked about this so many times, right? What's the point of having a point guard if he never gets to play point guard, right? D'Lo has been excellent off the ball since coming with the Lakers. That's been great, right? It's good that D'Lo has that ability, but he's still supposed to be your point guard, and he is best in that point guard role. And when you let him be the point guard, good things tend to happen. And D'Lo was just slicing and dicing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Defensively, he was excellent this game. I keep telling you, D'Lo has been very good defensively this year, from the eye test to everything. People just seem to want to hold the past years against him. I don't care what he did 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. What is he doing right now? Who is the player that he is today? And right now, he has been very good defensively for the Lakers. He continued to make great defensive plays. He had arguably the steal of the game that sealed the deal for the Lakers, right? When OKC was making their little push to end the game. It was great to see from D'Lo. But again, can this team consistently put it together? That's my big concern. That's my big issue. Another big thing that we saw in this game was LeBron James playing off ball. Right? Like, where has this been? This game was a perfect example of what I've been talking about and preaching. And I've even responded to comments that have asked me, like, well, what do you expect LeBron to do? This was it, right? Get him in some off-ball actions. Get him going downhill. Get him in some off-ball sets and get him, in some pick and roll action. Get him, in some back doors, right? Where he's just blowing by the defender. Everybody his size is too slow. Everybody that's as fast as him is too little. I mean, LeBron James could probably average 50 a game if he played off ball, right? I'm not saying he can't ever be on ball. I'm not saying you don't ever put the ball in his hands, but I'm saying, like, let D'Lo run the point guard and let LeBron play off ball. This was a perfect example. And then you can get him in some post-up action. You can get him in so many different things if D'Lo is the guy that can execute. There was so many great, excellent plays in the two-man game between D'Lo and James and D'Lo and AD. Right? One of the best plays in all of basketball is the D'Lo AD pick and roll. Right? But is LeBron going to be committed to doing this? Is he going to do this regularly? Again, if it calls for LeBron to be on ball and, you know, D'Lo's just having a rough game or whatever and you need LeBron to step in, then fine, let LeBron step in. But for the most part, if you have DAngelo Russell and you're going to start D'Lo, let him play point guard. When D'Lo's out of the game, then LeBron can play point guard. Right? It's that simple to me. All right? Let Reeves play off ball. Let LeBron play off ball. They're excellent off ball. I understand the idea of having Taurean Prince play in the starting unit because he can play off ball, especially if you're going to let D'Lo run point guard. It gives him that outlet option. I'm all for that. But what we saw from LeBron today is everything that I have been talking about. Put LeBron in a position to be successful. He is one of the highest IQ players we have ever seen, if not the highest IQ player we've ever seen, right? You played against a team, which also kind of gives me some reservations because the Thunder struggle with just size. Like, the big problem the Thunder have had the two times against the Lakers is the Lakers' size. The Lakers are just too big for them, and they struggle with that. Right? And unless they're just shooting extremely well, they're going to struggle, right? But in general, how many guys in the league can defend LeBron, period? Right? And then if you have LeBron constantly moving off ball in various sets and various actions, like, you're going to have success because LeBron can just bump the defender, make a clean cut to the basket, and then D'Lo is good enough to find him, right? Again, you can put him on the block. Let him dump it down low. He is such a good vision, such a good playmaker, right? If he's left on an island, he's going to dominate that matchup. And then if they come and they send the double team, now he's kicking it out, right? And you can run that like back and forth game if you want to with D'Lo, right? You can run some pick and roll action, run some pick and pop action because LeBron's been shooting so well this year, right? LeBron as a backdoor cutter. LeBron as the roll man, as the lob threat. There's so many different things that you could do with LeBron James. Do it. But look, the Lakers still need a trade, right? As great as this has looked today, again, I still have concerns about the consistency. I still have concerns about just certain guys and just fit and kind of shortening the rotation. Darvin Ham was better this game. He was much better this game, but still, right, I'd still like to kind of cut things down, go get more an elite spot, whether it's a Zach LaVine, whether it's DeJounte Murray, whatever. This is a good sign for a potential DeJounte Murray trade, right? Because, look, I said it. One of my biggest concerns about trading for DeJounte Murray is if you go get DeJounte Murray, is he going to be allowed to be the point guard? Is LeBron really going to allow DeJounte Murray to play off ball, right? And I've had people say, oh, LeBron lets that. Go look up his usage rating. It's the opposite. Look, I'm not saying LeBron James is Luka out there at times, but still, LeBron James, everywhere he's gone, he's been the highest usage guy. He goes to Miami. He's in the 33 percentile, right? He goes to Cleveland, right? Kyrie goes from like 32% to 26%. The only time Kyrie Irving ever got back up to 30% was the last year Kyrie played for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And it was when Kyrie wanted out and they were trying to make him happy. Outside of that, he's been the highest usage guy. So he hasn't played off ball for Dwayne. He hasn't played off ball for Kyrie. He hasn't played off ball for Dennis Schroeder, Russell Westbrook, and DAngelo Russell now. Why do we think he's going to do it for DeJounte Murray? Right? But he showed what he's capable of doing. He showed that he can play and work off ball, which is something he has been screaming for since the bubble. But the Lakers keep trying to get that guy, and LeBron just keeps being the highest usage guy, right? He's still in like the 30 percentile. So it's like he's operating 30% of all possessions, and it's like, where do you have that time to actually allow the point guard to play point guard, right? But if LeBron plays the way that we saw today, or well, yesterday, well, then now you can see, like, okay, I can see what it would look like with a DeJounte Murray. I can see what it would look like if you went and got a Zach LaVine and maybe you keep D'Lo, right? Like, but regardless, the Lakers still need upgrades in various positions, right? There's still definitely some holes. There's still definitely some flaws. They still need that big impact guy. Again, this was a great team effort, right? But can guys continuously score game in and game out? I really love what we saw from the Lakers in this game, right? But I need to see, it's one of those things, like, I can't fully believe in you until you show it, right? Until you actually prove to me that you've turned over the new leaf and this is who you are. I can't get up here and be like, that's it, Lakers, here we go, right? Because, look, they still got the Dallas Mavericks, right? We definitely need that win. Then you play the Brooklyn Nets, right? Then you play the Portland Trailblazers. That could be a 4-game winning streak right there heading into that Clipper game, right? Who you've beaten 3 times, who they're going to want to get their revenge. Right? We need to start going on. We need desperately a 4, 5, 6-game win streak. We do. We need it badly. And the Lakers, this month was supposed to be the month where the Lakers caught everybody and started moving in a real seeding, right? And it was like, okay, well, you lost to the Jazz, who you should have beaten. You lost to the Suns. Like, it's just, now the Lakers have won 3 out of their last 5. So that's one way you could look at it, rather than like looking at it as like, oh, they won 3 out of their last like 8. Right? So, I mean, you know, it depends. You want to look at it half full or half empty. If you look at it half full, the Lakers beat the Clippers, the Raptors, and the Thunder, and lost to the Suns and the Jazz. In the Jazz game, the Lakers should have probably won. All right. Well, now you got the Mavericks, the Nets, the Blazers, the Clippers, the Bulls, the Warriors, the Rockets, and the Hawks. 8 games left to round out this month. And can the Lakers win 5 of those? Right? If they win 5 of those, counting the Thunder game, right? So you lose 3, you'd be basically, 3 games over 500? Because you're a game under, so you lose 3, let's say that's 4 games, but you win 5. Okay, so you'd be a game over 500. Right? At least you get back over 500. All right, if the Lakers can do that, then maybe we can start making some noise and get into February and try to gain some traction. Right? I'd love if we could win like 7 out of 8 or something like that, and then get back to 5 games over 500, which I fully believe the Lakers can. It's just, again, can you show it? Can you prove it to me? Lakers are back into the 10th seed, right? A hair over the Houston Rockets, and it's only because they've played 2 more games. But there's still 4 games out of a playoff spot. I mean, there are 4 games out of 5th place, which is good. But still, it's a lot of games to make up. Like, 4 games isn't easy to make up. Because not only do you have to win, you need those teams to lose. So you have to win 4 more games than those teams. And that's not counting tiebreakers and everything else. Who the Lakers have lost to the Mavs a couple times, the Kings a couple times. Like, so you're talking really 5 games that they need to get. So that's tough. But I believe in the Lakers. I do. But I still think they need a trade, and I still need you to prove it to me. I can believe in you, and you can still let me down. Right? So I need my belief to translate. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What did you make of this game? Did you like what you saw? Again, how do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.